Whose phone is that?
So do you have one eye? What's this?
2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, after this. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot that she was
Nice meeting you.
My head was already somewhere.
It's a surprise, last minute, but it's cool. I grew up watching you, so very happy you're around.
He's so
Presenting the finest local and international recipes, masterclasses, sales exhibitions, and fresh produce from the farmers market.
Oh, you're recording, so it's not off the record. Don't worry. Lide!
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, Lide, please come.
She's gonna hold her.
Which one is better quality? So we'll just do good morning, how are you? So we'll just do Bluetooth. I'm not doing Insta. Insta Live doesn't. No, he's doing Facebook. Okay, anyone is fine. If Henry is doing Facebook, that's fine.
He's doing Facebook. He's doing for YouTube.
So the video is somewhere. You can give her a she'll take it. Okay, ask her. TVs and cameras are really right? Which camera? Yeah? Yes. I sent it to you. Exactly. Too many cameras are rolling right now. This is my news. Since I can't. Okay, please let me have a piece of paper. Since I can't ask you, since
Alright.
all the cameras are rolling. I would have asked them, but they're too busy. You have to pick this thing. This system is even this morning I saw it.
And because I've already said it, I don't want to watch it.
Then you have to give it up.
Do you have it on WhatsApp? If you have it on WhatsApp, let me use your phone. You can just put it here. So it's not like they can.
But we're not following everything strictly. We're not following everything strictly. Or they can answer for you. Okay, no, we'll ask afterwards. Don't worry, don't worry. You're fine.
Oh, so okay.
We can ask?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, we can ask. Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Oi, piece of paper.
They made it sound like it was like Mission Impossible Top Secret.
Of course, more publicity the better. You can ask anything you like.
Fantastic.
You can ask anything at all you like.
Fantastic. There it is. You have to enlarge it.
Whatever you want to ask is fine.
Alright.
I'm proving you're not going to ask me anything that I've been asked before.
Yeah, I don't think anything will shock you. As requested.
I was listening to this as I came into land in Lagos.
So how was your flight?
Long.
Yeah. We get that.
How long have you been in Nigeria?
48 hours.
When are you leaving?
A week. I'm here till Sunday.
Oh,
It's long. I'm filming CNN Business Traveller this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday we're doing Quest Means Business live from Lagos.
oh, fantastic.
So,
All right, let's go, because time is definitely not with us. Stand by. You're still tuned into the nation's #1 talk news and sports station. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. Morning Crossfire with Tolu and Onome on a beautiful Monday morning. Emotions are high. Everyone is very hype in the studio. We can see all of your comments on social media as well. But we can authoritatively tell you that in the studio with us is none other than Richard Quest. Of CNN's Quest Means Business. Now, if you want to watch live, because he is as enthusiastic in person as he is on his television show, you can go to facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We are on Facebook Live, Insta Stories, Instagram.
At @Onome_TSB. And Tolu, just before
What else? Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So those are the ways you can watch live.
Okay, and I remember when I told Henry that Richard Quest will be in the studio, and he was like, "Are you sure about it?"
Before I put this out.
No, I had to say it, and earlier on this morning, we had to say that Tolu had to give him a Yoruba name. Richard Ademola Quest.
Yes, because somebody was asking me, is it the real Richard Quest? I'm like, is there a fake? No, it's Richard Ademola Quest that's in the studio. Don't worry, but we'll get to those. Of course, you know him. He is one of the most recognized names right now in television news. And a little bit of background about Richard Quest. He holds an LLB honors degree in law from Leeds University and has actually been called to the bar. He's CNN's foremost international business correspondent and anchor of Quest Means Business. And as we said, he is one of the most recognized members of the CNN team. He also is the face of CNN's coverage of major UK events. He has a few things he's here in Nigeria doing, and he's going to give us those answers. We'll find out what Quest Means Business means to him and what it means to actually be tied to business news and tourism and people sort of feeling like you're the definitive answer in many things. But first of all, Richard Quest, good morning and welcome. It is an honor.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
Best way to start.
And I get to be with two.
I think he's trying to tickle our fancy, but it may work. I
No,
was actually
really
on leave.
pleased to be here. Delighted to be here.
You're
Absolutely.
the only reason I'm in the studio right now.
You're the only reason I'm in the studio
I
right
know,
now. as
it
well.
works for all of us. I was on leave, then they called me.
No, I'm really pleased to be here. It's been a few years since I was last in Nigeria, and when the plans came together to come to Nigeria this time, we're filming CNN Business Traveller today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. That's for a special program on Nigeria, and then on Thursday and Friday, we're doing 2 editions of Quest Means Business live from Lagos, which. It's quite an ordeal, or quite a big thing to take Quest Means Business on the road. So we're hoping it doesn't rain. So Quest Express, which is the early show that we do, the market show, and then Quest Means Business, both live from Lagos on Thursday and Friday.
So we already know why you're here. Let's take the Quest, the business traveler. Now, for many people coming to Nigeria, we know our governments, and not even just this, but successive governments have been trying to sell Nigeria as a tourist destination, as a business export destination as well. And now you're actually bringing a show that puts Nigeria, that puts Lagos on the map and shows people that this is a place you can come and do business. What do you think about the business opportunities in Nigeria?
The business opportunities here are absolutely enormous. There's no question about it. I mean, there are opportunities, opportunities abound wherever you look. That said, the difficulties and the challenges of doing business here are just as enormous. And what we're here to do is reflect both. So we are not here in the traditional sense of, oh, let's go to Nigeria and say how difficult it all is. We're going to Nigeria, or we've come here to basically say, look, these are the opportunities. These are the areas of growth: telecoms, banking, insurance, shipping, whatever it might be, retail, luxury goods, property. There are plenty of opportunities here, tourism. And yet at the same time, we're also talking about the sort of issues that travellers face. Credit cards can be used here, but which ones? Airlines travelling around the country, how difficult is it to get from A
You
to
talked
B?
about roaming.
Roaming. So, excuse me, my throat. So, roaming. Here I am with 2 phones. Okay, my iPhone and my BlackBerry. And both of them are going to charge me something like $14 a megabyte to roam data. One of them, my T-Mobile USA one, is going to charge me $4.29 a minute to talk. $4.29 a minute! Now, if you bear in mind that T-Mobile or other parts of the world, including other parts of Africa, it's 20 cents. So there are legitimate questions as to why it's so expensive, why it is difficult to get around, why is it often easier to go via Europe to get to the other side of Africa? Why do you know how all this started? I'm going to tell you. Some months ago, last year, we did around the world in low cost. We went round the world. It was 10 countries, 9 airlines, 8 days. And we didn't come to Africa. And I got a huge amount of criticism. Oh! And what people were suggesting was that I was somehow anti-African. That there was a motive why we hadn't. An agenda. Not a bit of it. We didn't come to Africa because we couldn't find low-cost carriers that would get us in and get us out in a reasonable time. We would have had to torture the schedule just to put Africa in. And that sparked me thinking, why is it so difficult?
Doing business.
Why hasn't Nigeria, a huge country, enormous potential, great wealth at certain levels, why hasn't it got an airline that can fly not only within the country, but within the continent? Why isn't there a pan-African equivalent of EasyJet, Air Asia, Southwest, JetBlue? Now, it is no good people telling me, Africa rising, Africa rising, Africa rising. I'll turn around and say to you, well, you've risen so far, you haven't even got an airline that'll go across the continent.
All right, let's pause there because we could go on and on about the issues that face businesses in Nigeria. But as a personal, let's get into some of the personal things. You want
Richard, personal?
Yes.
You want personal?
We like the personal.
Yeah.
You're Richard Quest.
Yeah.
People watch you on TV and you have this flair, you have this style, especially when it comes to business, that many people, my generation and even above, are not used to. They're not used to seeing.
Hang on, she's just called me old.
No, I didn't. I
You
could have,
just
but I didn't.
called me old.
In not so many words, maybe. But where did this presentation style come about, and how do you think it has served in making business more open to the general populace, to the audience that watches you?
Do you like your watch?
I love my watch.
Right. When you bought that watch, or it was a gift, when you got, you had a choice of many watches, but you chose that watch. In the same way that you chose that bracelet, you made an economic decision. You bought that one, and you didn't buy the other one. And that's really all business is. Now, we can dress it up on foreign exchange, we can talk about the central bank, we can talk about this, that, and the other. But in reality, how you earn, what I always say is, what are the most important things in life? They are fresh air, food,